promise that if you master these 3 fundamentals that I'm about to give to you, you will never, and I really do mean never, struggle with productivity ever again. Within a week max, you will be a productivity powerhouse. You will be doing this, you will be working on that, you will be reading books, you will be doing all of the good habits that you have been wanting to do this entire time. I like to call it the Trinity of productivity, because if you do these 3 things, bro, again, guaranteed that you will never struggle with productivity. If you do struggle with productivity after this, then honestly, bro, you probably just have a medical condition or something, because there is absolutely no way that these strategies fail. I am telling you. I hope you watch till the end of the video, because all 3 are very important and they work tandem. You can't have 2 without the last one. You can't have one without the other. All 3 of these have to be in place. If you don't have them in place, you are going to fail. It is as simple as that. And you will keep on struggling with productivity. You will keep on not being able to do work. You will keep on procrastinating, and you won't be able to get stuff done. Trust me, I used to be like you, bro. I used to think that I was born super unproductive. Woe is me, man. I am just an unproductive human being. It's just genetic. Some people are just born to work harder. Blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's just that my life was so unoptimized. It was so unoptimal. My routine looked like absolute garbage, and that's why I wasn't being productive. I was sitting in my room all day on this bed. I was just watching Netflix all the time. I was browsing YouTube all the time. I was going on Instagram, and I felt so unproductive, and I was like, you know what? That's too bad, bro. That's just me. This was around a year ago, by the way, where I was getting into, I was in self-improvement, but I wasn't really, you could say, applying myself as much. But the point is, I thought I was very unproductive just by nature. And I was like, bro, what the hell do I do about this? I asked myself questions. Am I actually really unproductive? Or is it just that there are a few things in my life that I have to optimize, and then I'll actually be productive? And long and behold, I found those 3 things. And guess what? It changed everything, bro. I'm a powerhouse now. I can actually be productive. I can actually make these videos and speak with vigor. I can actually script them. I can actually go out there and get some money, go work, bro. But this wasn't on accident. It was very deliberate, and I'm going to give you the same protocol that I just used in order to be able to be productive, to become a very productive, very useful human being. First thing that I'm going to start off with is testosterone. You've probably heard of this one. It is what gives you the vigor, bro. It is what gives you the power to be able to chase the goals that you have in life. Let's say that you have a goal, right? And there are a lot of obstacles involved in that goal. You might encounter people trying to stop you. You might encounter physical labor. You might encounter mental labor. Whatever it is, testosterone, what it does, it allows you to actually enjoy that labor, enjoy that hard work. It makes effort enjoyable. That's essentially what testosterone does. That's why people say it makes you a man, because it literally makes the hard work so enjoyable. It makes you bliss. It gives you bliss in the hard work. The hard work itself is the joy, and therefore you're able to work hard. And there are 2 simple things that you have to do to optimize testosterone, all right? 2 very simple things. This is what I do. My testosterone levels are completely fine. Eat 4 eggs every single day, 3 to 4, but preferably 4. And lift heavy weights. The way that this works is that when you lift heavy weights, you have androgen receptors. So you have the receptors that actually connect to your testosterone bonds, all right? Without testosterone, you can't, these are useless, all right? So you have to also eat 4 eggs, 3 eggs, so you have enough cholesterol in your body that your body can actually manufacture the testosterone. Because testosterone is made out of cholesterol, all right? So you need it. So these androgen receptors that are made when you work out, when you lift heavy stuff, and these testosterone molecules that are made from the cholesterol, they bond together and they make actual working testosterone. As long as you get these 2 things down, you're optimizing your testosterone levels. As long as you don't overtrain, okay? Don't overtrain, don't overlift, bro. As long as you go 3 or 4 times every single week, you should be fine. Just lift heavy and also have a balanced diet. Don't just take these 2 tips and be like, oh my gosh, bro, okay, I'm gonna go overtrain. I'm gonna go lift heavy weights every single day, no days off. Overtraining is a real danger, man. Go look at my video on overtraining. Don't overdo it, please. And don't use it as an excuse also. I can eat whatever the hell I want. I just have to eat 3 eggs a day, 4 eggs a day. No, please balance your meals as well. this will optimize your testosterone levels, and it will give you the aggression, the force that you need to be able to actually go onward with your goals and push through those obstacles, all right? Next thing is dopamine. You need dopamine because dopamine is the mental motivation that's up here. You can have testosterone, but without dopamine, you're not actually going to have the motivation. You're not going to have the drive to actually be able to pursue and be even bothered to pursue the goals that you have in your mind right now. Let's say you have a goal and you're a very strong and capable person. You have very high testosterone, but you don't have dopamine. You're not going to be motivated. You're going to be like, bro, I can't be bothered. I don't want to go do that. So, I could because I'm actually a man, but I can't be bothered. You just won't be motivated. I don't want to get started with that project. I don't want to get started with that video, making that YouTube channel video. I don't want to get started in that college class, whatever, all right? Studying, I don't care, whatever, X thing that you're doing. But the point is, you have to optimize your dopamine levels. And the way that you do that, a lot of people go about it entirely wrong. They do this dopamine detox protocol where they stay away from entertainment, blah, 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 which is part of the protocol, all right? You do have to stay away from entertainment and just detox from all the mindless stimulation that you have on Instagram, on TikTok, on Netflix, on YouTube, on all that rocking music that you have inside of your car that's just blasting your ear. You do, but the way that you do this is by replacing those habits with other habits. You have to make sure that you have a busy schedule, because if you merely remove these bad habits of scrolling, of binging shows, guess what's going to happen? You're going to relapse, because you're not replacing them with anything else to do. You're not replacing them with reading a book, with going out there and starting a new side hustle, with journaling, with X self-improvement habits, with going to the gym. But most of you probably already go to the gym, all right? It's really common. But point is, you have to replace the bad habits, because if you don't replace them, you are going to fail catastrophically at a dopamine detox. You will fail catastrophically and you will not be able to pull through with it. And you can probably testify yourself. If you've tried it, it fails. Why? Because you're not replacing. You're not constantly replacing the habits that you're trying to remove. Therefore, it leads you to failure. So, now we have testosterone, which gives you the aggression that you need to pursue your goals. It gives you the aggression, drive, and energy, all right? The energy that you need to be able to pursue. Dopamine, which gives you the motivation to move forward with those goals, to actually pursue them, to look outside of yourself and actually pursue those goals. So, what is the last thing? I want you to guess. It is the most important thing. You can have both of these down and still not be productive without this third thing. Any guess? If you guessed it right, it's sleep, all right? Sleep. It is so cliche. You've probably heard this millions of times, but you might be wondering, how come I sleep sometimes so well and I just wake up the next day and feel like garbage? It's probably because you weren't doing the things that I told you before. Optimizing testosterone and dopamine. You can have the best sleep of your life, all right? But if those two things aren't optimized, you won't be productive. Simple as that. Because you're not motivated, you don't have the drive. But combine sleep with both of the things that I just told you to do. You will be a production machine. You will be a production machine. You will be breathing production. You will be breathing productivity. All of that stuff. You will be someone who is a producer, bro. You will be out there pursuing goals, putting value into the world. Because what sleep does, it allows testosterone and dopamine to be manufactured to begin with. The good habits that I just told you, yes, they produce dopamine, they produce testosterone, and they fuel you up with these chemicals, with these hormones. But sleep is what makes that mixture just go boom. It makes the most impact in your life. It assures that you have the most impact in your life with dopamine and testosterone, because it's what actually allows it to be manufactured. When you sleep, your body produces the most testosterone. It produces the most dopamine. It produces these things, and it allows your brain to use them to their absolute maximum potential when you wake up the next day. So if you don't have sleep down, you're sleeping like shit, 4 hours a night, 3 hours a night, and you're doing the things that I just told you, well, you'll see maybe some improvements, but definitely not to the extent that you potentially could see them at. So just gave you the three antidotes that you need. Get these 3 things down, I guarantee you will not struggle with productivity ever again. And if you do, go in the comment section and flame me. That's how much That's how much I believe in this. Give it a week. Do these things for a week. Guaranteed. You will be productive. Quote me on it, bro. Quote me on it. If it doesn't work, honestly, you probably have some mental condition, bro. There's no way that this doesn't work. A week maximum. Get this down. You will be productive, all right? I want to invite you to our Discord server, brother, where we have like-minded self-improvement young men and women just like you on the same path. We're going to be having a 7 p.m. call every single Friday, Mountain Standard Time. And I think you'll genuinely enjoy it, all right? Because we talk about really cool topics, self-improvement topics. So it's a good time. If you're interested, go ahead and join that link in the description, all right, brother? Remember, a man who masters himself is truly free.